Hello there. Today I'm going to show off my most recent project with Flatiron School, my very first full stack application, a web API for electronic dance music concert sets. Because this project is focused on my backend, I will primarily talk about how I wrote my routes and associations. This is my homepage, and as you can see, I have a nav bar at the top of the page that directs the user to home, search, and ad set page. Let's start with the ad set page. There are two parts to this form. This first part will handle the selection of three child models, artist, event, and location. The user is prompted to make a selection before going to the next page. If the user does not see the prompt that they wish to choose, then a new item can be created as a selection to the dropdown. And once the user chooses their three prompts, they are directed to the second page where a title, rating, and a link to a YouTube video. Now that a new set has been successfully added, you can go to the search page, click this View All button, and all existing events may be viewed. Right here is the newly created set showing the title, rating, video link, artist, event, and location. Each card comes with an edit and delete button that communicates with the full set models, patch, and delete routes. So as you can see here, you can change whatever you want, and a patch request will be sent out to the database and will successfully update the database with its new value and setting the new state with my front end. And when you click the delete button, it'll simply delete, and that item no longer exists in the database. In order to write my backend, I had to learn the Ruby programming language using Sinatra Active Record to write my models and my endpoints. As you can see under the Models tab, I have my full models written. My artist, event, and location models have a one-to-many relationship to my full set model, meaning each full set belongs to at least one artist, event, and location. And each artist, event, and location has many full sets. Here is an example of what my schema looks like through my full sets endpoints. As you can see, each full set has at least one artist, one event, and one location. Here is my application controller, which is where I'm handling all my routes. My first endpoint, you can see for my full sets endpoint, which has full CRUD implemented with a get, post, patch, and delete route. This get route returns a JSON from my database in alphabetical order by its title. The post route will create an object with each parameter being sent from my backend and returning the newly created JSON, including artist, event, and location as my children to my full set object. My patch route does something kind of similar, except the endpoint has an ID parameter. The full set object will find the parameter's ID and update each new parameter accordingly, then returning its JSON. Then the delete request is pretty straightforward. It'll find the parameter ID like it did with the patch route, but will run a delete function and return an empty JSON object. My three quote-unquote child models only have three routes: get, post, and delete. Each one is pretty much written about the same, and they are pretty self-explanatory. Each endpoint takes in parameters and returns JSON similar to how I did my full set model. And that is about it with this project. In the future, I would like to implement a search by title feature and sort filters, but where this stands right now is a fully functional full stack application. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.